Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people on whose traditional lands these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Huge thank you to everybody who is suggesting these alternate subjects to me. I am loving them. So a few people have asked about I'm sure I'm going to pronounce this incorrectly, but the Voynich manuscripts, the Codex, was written apparently in the 1400s and was recently discovered in, when I say recently, 1912 and it's called the Voynich because it was named after the Polish book dealer who actually brought it to light back in 1912, if I get my years right and my memory's good. So thank you. I'm really interested. Did a quick read through, got a number of hits while I was reading the Wikipedia page on it. So I then decided to stop researching because I wanted to bring those hits forward and look into what the cards and my boys have to say in regards to this manuscript. What the universal energies have to say. Really, really interesting. So I have been watching recently the Ancient Apocalypse series on Netflix. Fascinating series. Don't go too far down the conspiracy rabbit hole with it. We'll have a look at what's being brought forth in a little bit more detail. But I'm really enjoying visiting all these sites around the world that I never knew existed, and they're bringing a few things to light for me. So let's get started now. When I was reading about this particular, if I'm glancing this way, it's because this is where my notes are. When I was doing the research on it, so it's a 240-page codex, or approximately 240. It depends whether you include the fold-out pages or not. Carbon dated, the what it's written on. Not parchment. Can't think what it's called. It's the skins when they've been scraped away. Was carbon dated back to the 1400s. It includes astrological diagrams, humanities diagrams, unknown plants as well, diagrams. Oh, that was my daughter shutting her door. Obviously, I'm being a bit noisy while she's doing some uni study. And it's written in what's an unidentified language. Now, what I really got was a huge hit, the fact that it's a copy of an earlier manuscript. You've got to remember a lot of the scribes of the time were employed simply to copy older manuscripts that were starting to decay. And that's what I really got, that it was copied from an earlier manuscript. And what I'm finding fascinating about this ancient apocalypse is things like the map. When I'm talking about copying, I can't remember what episode that was, might have been about number 5 or something, but when they're talking about the journeys by sea of people who were sharing worldwide knowledge. There's an map that has been copied and copied and copied going through time that is showing Antarctica before Antarctica was known. Shall I put it that way? Before Antarctica was discovered by modern map makers. So that's really fascinating. And I really got to feel that this codex is being copied and copied and copied going back through time. And it will be deciphered via artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence does have its benefits, but it won't be deciphered until we are ready to know the knowledge. We're in this period of flux and change and transformation and lifting our vibrations to a higher level on a worldwide level. And all this information, if you go back to have a look at the Vatican Archives video I did, all this information is coming out at a time when we are ready to hear it. So it's not there yet, and it will be when we're ready to hear it. Because if you think it came out, this sort of information came out even 10 years ago, there would be this denial and controversy and conspiracies, etc. So that's why it isn't coming forward until soon. And when I say soon, what am I feeling with this codex? What am I seeing? I'm seeing a 4. So maybe not for another 4 years. 4 years, and we're talking 4 years. 14. 14 years. No, I'm not feeling 14. I'm feeling 4. We're going through a time of immense reform, and that's why the energies are so difficult at the moment. And for those that are spiritual and in connection, and I really wonder whether this vertigo that I've been getting is part of this as well, because it just doesn't seem to be healing itself. Is part of this real energy swirling that we're getting at the moment as we go through this period of immense spiritual transformation. So I'm going to pull some cards using my Lightseers Tarot. Beautiful deck. If you don't own it, grab it. Absolute beautiful deck. Love the imagery, and I'm always drawn to particular decks because of the imagery. And as I split the deck, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, a time of dramatic change. The wheel is turning as we come out of the dark into the light. And the Six of Wands, which in this particular deck is about a message being seen and heard. Now, with this particular codex, it's in an unidentified language. Apparently, they have identified about 170,000 characters in the 240 words. They are word tokens, similar to hieroglyphics or to the original sort of Chinese, Japanese style writing, where they have a symbol to symbolize a word and symbols coming together will create different words, but not like the numerology or the Sanskrit that became our modern languages, where we actually have individual letters, where we have a greater variety of being able to bring together words. And yes, English is a bastard language to learn. I'm glad I grew up with English and don't have to learn it. Okay, so interesting how far we've got here. I'm French. I learned French. My husband is learning German, and my daughter is learning Italian. So we're prepping ourselves for a Europe visit, I'm sure, somewhere down the track. But okay, so I just want to have a look. What energies is this Voynich manuscript, this codex, bringing forward for us? What message does it have for us? What is this codex message coming forward for us? What is the energies of the codex? What is the energies of the codex? I am feeling chills coming up my legs. I'm not getting the usual head prickles, so this is not from my boys. This is from the universe. This is fantastic. Okay, show me the energies. What is this codex? What is the energies of this codex? The information it has to impart. What do we need to know? Come on down. Excuse about the waffle beforehand. Yeah, a powerful message coming forward. Now, a king of wands, he is bringing forward this plan, this passion, this inspirational messaging. He's bringing it forward. Queens are internally doing, kings are externally doing, and it has strength. Coming with the line of strength, the line of compassion and empathy and power. This is going to be a really powerful message that is brought forward. Okay, challenging the Lover's card. Okay, it's going to challenge the dominance of masculine over feminine energy, is what I'm getting there. It's going to challenge the dominance of the masculine energy over the feminine. It's been going on for the last 2,000 years and at various stages. Okay, this is interesting, which also corresponds with what I was reading about the Vatican archives, that there is going to be a lot of feminine energy come out that is going to challenge modern day religion. This is the same sort of energy. Well, it's my dishwasher going, if you can hear that in the background. The energies of this codex, a new chapter where there will be unity and diversity coming together and working together, a full circle of radiance and joy, a significant new beginning where what we have known as the truth will be forced to retreat and be reconsidered. This is my it's in many ways it's a healing card because it is retreating to the nest, retreating to look at the truth that we believe we have known with our hearts, with our heart energy. I am loving this. So what is this codex bringing forward? Deciding the future that we want and stepping into our authority to bring that future to fruition. And I don't know if you can see, but look at the magnificence of it. And it reminds me so much of the tree of life, but with so much more intensity, more involved with the tree of life, deciding what future we want, stepping into our authority and bringing that future about. These are great cards. I love these cards. So coming out of this, facing the truth and having the truth that we had been told in the past and having to retreat from that truth, we have letting go emotionally of what was holding us back and stepping forward, walking towards this new dawn, this new age, this new beginning of light. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Okay, the karma hanging over this codex, it has the seeds that need to be planted to nurture going forward. And they are seeds of healing and opportunity and compassion. It contains the seeds that to plant the future going forward, where there is unity and healing and protection, and it's coming together. It's finding your tribe and coming together, and it's a coming together of all the tribes is what I'm being told there. The outcome, again, we've got these pentacles here, which for me, in a reading like this, they mean healing, protection, new opportunities being brought forward. The outcome is we're going to be confronted with deciding what is really important that we want to hang on to and what is not important. Love it, love it. Yeah, and hear the message being heard. Loud and clear and bright, and it's an inspirational message. It's a well-articulated message, and it's going to be heard, and there's going to be a spotlight on this message. It is about embracing our spirituality, allowing our soul spirits to dance and sing. Connection with universe. This is a powerful message this codex is bringing forward. And here we have again, moving out of the dark into the light. The wheel of fortune is turning in regards to this. This is a powerful, powerful message that this codex is going to bring to us when we are ready for it to be deciphered. I'm just looking at the next couple of cards. coming forward. There is going to be pushback by those that are not ready for the message, the restriction, but it's about having the courage to step up, step out of this position that we have put ourselves, pick up the key and open the door to going forward. So there will be some that will not find themselves not able to move forward with this, but we have to bring forth the courage to discard the position, the protective coating that we have put ourselves on that is keeping us as humanity restricted. We need to have the courage to step up and unlock the door to this potential going forward, because it is bringing wisdom and knowledge and transformation and truth that will put us back in harmony and balance. These are beautiful cards. Loving, loving, loving these cards. Okay, so like anything, there's going to be a portion that will reject because it is their instinctive reaction and they're going to find it too uncomfortable for themselves. But it will be a time to lift the blindfold and look at the truth going forward. There will be some that push back because it is too confronting for them. We need to be ready for that and aware of that. It's like the Vatican archives, that there will be information there that will dispel long, long, long held faiths and belief systems that, like anything, as we're experiencing at the moment, there will be a certain portion that will find it too hard to let go of. I've got the devil. It's either we go down the path of the same old. Just pull those apart. I can't, I'll just put it down. It's either we go down the same old because it's easy, but it brings no joy, no growth, and it's just bringing despair, or we step forward with this message that this codex is bringing. Whoops. Do that because I'll end up with some upside down, and I don't read upside down, for those that know me. So when an upside down card comes through, it really takes me by surprise. So, okay, this Voynich manuscript, I'm going to call it the Codex. How is it going to influence humanity going forward? How is this Codex going to influence humanity? It's an unidentified language. Oh, it is really going, unidentified plants in there. It is really going to shape some to the core. We either embrace it or we don't. There's no in between. These unidentified plants. I want to ask, how is this codex written? What language was this codex written in? It's a lost language. Okay, thank you. I'm getting that it was an existing language that was lost. And it's way before. Oh, interesting. Thank you. I'm getting that it was a language that was before the time that science believes language was, well, I'm going to say invented, but language wasn't invented. This has been copied and copied and copied and copied through time from time before the hieroglyphs, okay, thank you. I'm getting, wow, okay, I'm just going to say it. I'm getting I can see the figure 10,000. So this is from a time way, way before science and archaeology believes that the written language was invented. That's what I'm getting. Okay. How is this codex going to affect humanity? So they are, what I'm getting is the plants, they were plants on Earth. For whatever reason, they no longer exist. It's a bit like, if you think about it, during the time of the dinosaurs, grasses in all their various forms did not exist. And yet we look out across our world at the moment and so much of it is all different grasses. Hard to believe a time where grasses didn't exist, but they didn't. Okay. I'm not saying it's from dinosaur time, I'm just saying it's from a time before. Okay. Okay, you want to stop there? Okay. How is this codex going to transform humanity? Stepping out of the darkness into the light. Significant ending and beginning of how humanity views itself. This is about real, authentic reform, stepping from what is through into what will be. Huge, huge moment. How will this codex affect humanity? The challenge to it will be disbelief, that it is bought with authentic heart energy. This is going to be something completely out of left field that is going to really floor a lot of people. It's going to be something completely out of left field that is going to completely change how humanity views itself. This is really big. At the foundation, another major arcana. Stepping up and taking control of our destiny. It's also the masculine. It's going to confront the, I'm going to say the masculine dominance. But it's also about connecting with our, I don't know if you can see that there, connecting with our spirituality as part of the whole, instead of just the masculine dominance being a piece on the board. This is about the whole board, chessboard. In the past, an emotional unity, an emotional coming together, an emotional culmination. So that's in the past. But what I'm talking about is about how, when it's deciphered, will it affect humanity? So this is not yet. This is about humans, about us coming together on an emotional level. What I'm getting is that there is going to be an event where humanity's going to have a what the F moment, where we're going to step back and have I'm not saying all humans, but the majority are going to say, what the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing? and have a real step back moment where there comes this emotional unity. And when this emotional unity moment comes, this codex, the deciphering of this codex, will follow very shortly afterwards. It's like a reset moment where it all will all come together and magic will be able to create magic going forward. Wow. I'm just in this energy. I hope you can feel it as well. It just feels so incredibly powerful. And here we have this, deciding what we want our future to look like with the tree of life, but with so much extra expanding from it, stepping into and bringing it about, making it happen step by step. This is huge. Externally, it's going to be a little bit of a juggle for humanity to come to terms with it as we faced with our materialism versus our capitalist materialism versus our understanding of universal energy and connectedness and what is currently ethereal. So there will be a juggle as we find this new balance, this new resettling. But here we have the spiritual inspirational being brought forward. The message of spiritual inspirational internally. Hopes and fears, another queen, a lot of feminine energy. This is about it's time to put the emotion aside and look at this with wisdom and logic and clarity and truth, looking to the future that we want with clarity and honesty. The outcome being presented with an opportunity to dream big, bring this about, bring about healing, bringing about a balancing of the masculine and feminine. I'm calling this differently because it's feeling differently. This time I call it, this is about bringing together the equality of the masculine and feminine energies, the yin and the yang, each having power within this relationship of equal standing. And here we have a new beginning. Technology, wisdom, knowledge, but we still do need to take the steps to bring this new beginning about. Truth, honesty, where this message will broaden our horizons. Absolutely broaden with a passion and an inspiration, where we can look out at the undiscovered and realize that we can explore. It is very much standing. We will find ourselves standing on this cliff, looking out, going, oh, wow. I was going to say, oh my goodness, but it's just even more than, oh my goodness. I was having a discussion the other day with someone who was claiming that humanity will never visit it. The aliens, UFOs can't be true because there's no way that technology can advance that far. And I'm like, well, you only have to look at where technology has advanced to just in the last 10 years. And they were very much, oh, well, we're at the pinnacle. No, we're not at the pinnacle. We are barely begun the pinnacle, barely begun where we can explore, where we can go. And it is about a unity of all the tribes coming together. This is going to be fantastic. This is just, again, it's in that same realm as other bits and pieces that I've read on. So I want to have a quick look. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards from the Work Your Light or the Starseed Oracle. Well, I've gone for the Starseed, so I'll pull some cards from the Starseed Oracle just to culminate this reading. All this is going to come, all this is going to be revealed and come when we are ready for it. And the reason why it hasn't happened yet is because humanity is not yet ready. But when we are ready, oh my goodness, it's going to be, well, I hope I'm still around. If not, I'll enjoy it next lifetime. But it feels so, I can't explain. It's going to be so, it's just going to open up this whole world, not even world, universe to us. Can I have a look, please? The Voynich manuscripts, the Codex. What's the final message you have for us? If you want me to explore further, let me know. If you've got any questions that this has brought up, other subjects, love to read on them. Show me the Voynich Codex. You want that one? Loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction. Let God in. Now, instead of God, I'm going to say let spirituality in. Lose your grip on what you believe is reality now, because we're heading for a change. Karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Loosen your grip on what you believe. The pinnacle of human technology? No. Loosen your grip on what you have attached yourself to as a coping mechanism, because we are entering into a karmic relationship. Now, interestingly enough, conflict is the last word here, and I feel that it is, when it says conflict, this is conflict about hanging on to this low vibration, earthly energy. We need to let it go for our soul growth, because we've got this Orion energy coming in. And interestingly enough, I don't know, next reading I'm actually going to read on the Sirius star system and what we need to learn from there. So I don't know, is the Sirius star system in Orion? I'm going to have to look that up. It is the brightest star in the sky at night. I'll talk about it in the next reading. Thank you for joining me. This is really exciting, and the energy that I'm feeling off it, I hope you can feel it too. Incredibly powerful, incredibly positive. Hang on to that as we go through this time of tumultuous change. Love to you all. Take care.